about to do some Hump Day live tonight. So I hope you guys are all doing well and having a nice week. It's been quite a challenging week over here on this side of the camera. I don't know about you guys on the other side of the camera, but that's what's going on here. I've got my little blankie here to keep me warm in case I need it, and we're gonna be good to go. So what we're doing is I'm doing some summer specials right now. If you weren't here for my update video yesterday, I just want to kind of update you guys on what's going on. So number one, for Hump Day tonight, we're going to be doing mini readings at a special price. They're going to be $11.11 mini readings usually I do mini readings around $20, like $22, $20, sometimes $25, depending on who's here, what we're doing. But tonight, we're going to be doing them for $11.11. So come on in when you're ready. I have a little bit of a list that I'm going to be working from, and if you want to get added to the list, you're welcome to do that. But let's hang out and have a nice little time together. So $11.11 on the mini readings, and then also I'm doing specials on everything else. The personal readings are also on special right now. We're doing 1 hour, 2 for 1, 30-minute 2 for 1. Or if you don't want to do the 2 for 1, you can also do half price. So you can get a 30-minute for $37.50 instead of $75, and a 1 hour for $75 instead of $150. It's kind of up to you what you want to do. But right now, we're going to be doing the $11.11 mini readings. The list is open. If you want to get on the list, go ahead and do that. And I'm going to start here in just a second, working out from the list. Hey, baby, I didn't know you were coming in here. It's good to see you. I'm going to call you when we're done. But welcome, babe. I didn't expect you to come in here because I thought you were doing something else. Anyway, so tonight, guys, what we're doing, I have a little bit of a list that I'm working from already because I announced it last night. So people started getting on the list last night instead of tonight. But if you want to get added, there's just a few people. So if you want to get added, you're welcome to. Hey, Valerie, nice to see you. I have you on the list, Valerie, for your reading. Jose, I love you. And then, so what we're going to be doing is, let's see, I just actually want to read the list. So what I'm going to do, I normally say no super chats, right? I normally say no super chats, but I will allow you to, if you're somebody who doesn't have Cash App or you don't use PayPal, whatever, for whatever reason, and you would like to send a super chat, since we're doing specials tonight, you can send a super chat, but super chats are full price. Okay, guys? Hey, Joni, nice to see you. Thank you for saying hi to Jose and to Valerie. So for super chats tonight, $22.22. That's the deal. If you want to get it, if all you can pay is via super chat, you can do that, but it's $22.22. Otherwise, you can pay. I know. Well, it just surprised me because I just was talking to him and I didn't think he was going to be able to come in here. I don't know. So anyway, super chats $22.22. Everything else $11.11. Missing the love here. Oh, Joni, I'm sorry. I miss Milo too because he's not right here where he should be. So that sucks. But I have a list I'm going to be working from. It's $11.11 through Cash App or PayPal, and we'll get started. Now, also, guys, the specials end on Friday. You know, I like to do these specials. We're doing these as like a summer specials thing, but you know, they can't go on forever. So the specials end on Friday. It's yesterday, today, and I'm going to let it go on Thursday and Friday, but that's it. Dunzo on Friday. And for tonight, at the $11.11 rate, I'm probably only going to be able to take like 10 or 12 people. So I'm going to cut it off at a certain point. But I have a few people already, so there's still room for more. We have, hold on, Cecilia, Joy, Valerie, and Joni. I think that's it. Let me make sure there's no one else on PayPal also. Cecilia, Joy, Valerie, and Joni. Cecilia, Joy, Valerie, and Joni. That's it, I think. Joni, I'm sorry you're sad, sweetheart. Yay, Valerie, I'm so glad. You know, this is a good opportunity. I did it. One of the reasons I did it, I mean, I always like to do specials like at least every couple months, and I haven't really done any major specials since May. And I was thinking, you know, this has been a really tough, like 2 weeks for me. Family-wise, I've had a lot going on, and so I'm trying to get caught up on everything. But I also know business-wise, it's been slow too, because part of the reason is because of me. I haven't been putting up any videos. I haven't been doing any zodiac readings, and so business has dwindled a lot because of me not being able to do things. And I thought, well, I will offer some mini readings at discounted prices and some specials on the readings, and that'll give everybody else a break, and it'll help me generate some income and some business, and that'll work well for both of us. So for all of us, I should say. Okay, so Shirley H, I have you on the list through PayPal. I'm going to start an actual list here. Michelle says, I need a Jose to make me blush. Yeah, I'm telling you, everybody needs a Jose in their life, trust me. He's the best. He is the best. You're the best, baby. Where's my freaking list, you guys? I had a list that I usually work from, and I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Underneath my huge Dreams of Gaia deck. Tina, yes, thank you. You got it, Tina. You got it. I think what happened, Tina, is when you sent your payment, I had already left. I'm actually going to put you at the top of the list. I just didn't know if you were going to come in tonight. So you're going to be first, Tina. And then it's going to be Tina. Hold on one sec, guys. Hold on. Cecilia. Let me get the list together. Tina, Cecilia. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Okay. Does he have a brother? Tina, Cecilia, Nat, Joy, B. You're welcome, Tina. I'm glad you came in here. I remember, I forgot about that. I almost refunded you because a lot of times if something comes through right when I get cut off or after I leave or something, I'll just refund the person. Then I thought, I'm going to be doing minis really soon, so I'll just see. And so I'm glad you came in. So Tina, Cecilia, Joy, Valerie, Joan, and Shirley. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Anyone else that wants to get added to the list, it's open. You're welcome. Come on in. If not, hang out with us and we'll see what comes through. Maybe you'll get some good guidance through someone else's reading. That happens, believe it or not. That does happen. So guys, I'm going to start with Tina. Tina, go ahead and throw your question up. Hello, Elizabeth E. Welcome. You're welcome, Shirley. I'm glad you were able to take part. It's so nice. So guys, go ahead and... Tina, go ahead and throw your question up. I'm going to say a quick intention for all of us, and then we'll get going. So, guys, I take the guidance that comes through, too. When I pull a Beyond Lemuria oracle card for us, for guidance, the ones that came through yesterday was about alignment and then being able to manifest as the result, having possibilities as the result of being aligned. Both of my diffusers are burning balance essential oil right now. The essential oil combination is a concoction called balance. And so that's the intention I've been setting in my meditations and my actions, in my interactions with other people. Balance, right? Balanced interactions, reciprocity, balance within, because that's the guidance. It's all about alignment. And alignment really is just balance. I mean, that's what it is balance. That's how you achieve alignment, is through balance. Or at least that's how you begin to achieve alignment, right? So anyway, that's what it is. So Tina, go ahead and throw your question up, and I'm going to say a quick intention. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, Father, creator, God. Thank you, mother, nurturer, goddess. Thank you, all angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you, Nana Renan. Thank you, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Thank you for the clear and necessary messages. Thank you for allowing me to connect to everyone who is getting a mini reading tonight. Thank you for the clear guidance for all who are here. Thank you for protecting us. Only high vibes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Valerie, you asked, is that a doTERRA blend? This is actually, yes. This is a doTERRA blend. It's like a brand, a doTERRA branded blend called Balance. Some of their blends that I really like are the Balance blend, the On Guard. That's like their protective or protection blend. It's called On Guard. I like the Cheer blend. I like the Serenity blend, and I love the Breathe blend because I have like bad allergies, and sometimes at night I get a little bit congested and stuff. I just love the Breathe blend. I usually diffuse that at night before I go to bed. So that's the thing. Okay, so I'm going to start with Tina, guys. Tina says, and tonight I'm using the Millennium Thoth deck as far as tarot goes, and the Arcanum deck if I need to, okay? That's what we're using. Tina says, just had a rough couple years. Looking for general What's coming towards me? Recently divorced. He didn't want to work on it and needed a job. Okay, got it. Valerie says, do they bother Bentley? No, not at all, actually. I was kind of worried not only that they would bother Bentley, but that he would try to get into them or like be, because dogs' noses are so sensitive. But I haven't noticed that they bother him at all. And I think, could just be me, but I think the breathe, that was probably part of my motivation when I started diffusing the breathe, was because he coughs a lot, which, I've obviously taken him to the vet about it, and it's not really related to his lungs or his inhalation. It's more about his heart rate, his heart being his age and his heart. Dogs cough to regulate their heart rate or something, but there was nothing we could do except for keep him on a diet and, getting him exercise and all that. But I don't know. To me, it may be in my head, but it seems like it helps him too, is what I was going to say. Aww. Yeah, that's the same thing with Bentley. I mean, when I'm working back here and burning it here in my room, and I don't burn it all throughout the house. My grandmother's, this is her house, and I'm not going to do that to her. You know what I mean? So I keep it back here within my little space. Like this wing of the house is basically mine. And so if he were to get tired of it or anything else, or I tell him to go out there, he'll go sit with her out on the other end of the house, which is literally, when I say the other end of the house, it's the other end of the house. It's kind of far away. So it's all good. Yeah, I think they do calm him. That's my opinion, but who knows? All right, so let's get started, Tina. You've had a rough couple of years. It's just general guidance, divorced. All right. What's the guidance for Tina S at this time? Thank you. Malia. Guidance for Tina S. Hit the like button, guys. There's not a lot of people in here, and there's not a lot of likes. And I feel like people will want to get an 11/11 mini reading. So hit the like button. Let's see if we can circulate this. I hashtagged some stuff too. To see if that helps it. But like I said, I'm only going to go to like 10 probably at the most, so we'll see. What's the guidance for Tina? Tina, I don't know what you've been doing lately. I'm immediately getting the sense you need to really protect your energy. I feel like you've got some energy drains attached to you. It may be people, it may be things that you're doing in your life, but your energy is not being properly preserved. Your energy is being drained unnecessarily by things, actions, people, etc. in your life, and it's really important that you watch out for that. Yeah, you've got the Seven of Wands as a guidance card. The Seven of Wands is kind of like defensiveness. If you in like a traditional tarot, the Seven of Wands, you see this man kind of with his spear, and he's like guarding this door, like he's the guard. He's not letting anyone into the castle. You're being guided to do that. So that tells me it's kind of important for you, Tina, that you protect yourself right now. Not that you can't be open to love or that you can't be open to new things, caring for your mom. Well, that's a big drain. You've got to, okay, so that's one obvious thing then. It's really important that you preserve your own energy. I used to be a caretaker at one time. My grandfather had dementia and I came and helped with him. And being a caretaker of someone who's basically helpless and like a child is really a big undertaking. It really is. And it shouldn't be underestimated or undervalued. And the thing you have to do that I learned is you have to first take care of yourself. Because when that happened for me, I was in my mid-30s and I didn't realize how much I didn't really take good care of myself until I had to take care of myself and someone else and realized how drained I was. You've got to put yourself first. Take extra good care of yourself in order to be able to handle these things. What you're going through, there is a spiritual aspect to this. Of course, caretaking for someone, especially a family member or a parent, even more so, can be very spiritually transformative because it's the whole life process and you're seeing sort of the circle of life there. But for you, you've got also this energy where it looks like this energy of like movement, pieces kind of being moved around. Hey Jai, hey Colleen, pieces kind of being moved around to kind of make you see something from a different perspective because you have the art card. This is basically the temperance card. I mean, it even looks like the temperance card here. You can sort of see that energy. The art card, it because it's creation, right? That's what art is. Art is creation. It's about the universe being in charge and using all of the parts to create something new. It's like you have this new canvas and you're throwing paint at it, but it's the art card is like freeze framing those places where the paint is hitting the canvas, and learning and understanding each of those parts of your journey. So right now, what you need to, it's saying to me and to you, you need to take a moment and really stop where you are, look around, assess the situation, make sure you're taking good care of yourself and not devaluing who you are and what you do, but also make sure that you're, paying attention to the lessons that are coming in and the experiences that you're having through this, because you're, number one, supposed to be really protecting your energy, really cutting out all the things that drain you, right? Making sure that your lifestyle is that is worthy of someone who's caring for not only herself, but someone else. Just like when a woman finds out she's pregnant, typically she adjusts her lifestyle to become, even if she lives a healthy lifestyle, to become even healthier to protect her and the unborn child. It's kind of the same thing for you taking care of a sick elderly person. You need to adjust everything in your life to fit that. You're taking care of not just yourself, but someone else. You've also got the Eight of Wands coming out. This is an interesting card because the Eight of Wands is forward movement. It is communication. It is all those things that we normally think of the Eight of Wands. But when I look at this card, I also see a burst of energy. It's like a starburst, right? And what this represents to me is new life coming from this experience. And so part of the reason you need to protect your energy isn't just for what you're going through now with your mother, but this new life and new opportunities that are coming in. You have a Prince of Pentacles here in your energy, and you have a Three of Swords coming out reversed. So there's some sort of heart healing that's happening for you as you take care of your mother, as you experience these things. And it's on the road towards something coming in that's new, that's youthful, but also very stable, that's going to probably bring you a lot of excitement and soul growth. And it feels like a rebirth, and it feels like it moves you forward in a really big and exciting way. So if I were you, I would be preparing for that. You need to prepare. It's like a bird building a nest. You're nesting right now. So start nesting. And we've got 1111 in the chat. Well, now it's gone. So start nesting, right? And preparing for whatever it is you want to bring into your life in the near future, okay? Because it's going to be good. So do it. Five of Wands is also reversed foundationally, which to me says a lot of the things that were just, they may not even have been actual conflicts for you, Tina, but things in your mind that up until this point have felt like conflict, those things are releasing. You're entering, I don't know how old you are, and that's personal. You can share it if you want, but it doesn't really matter. The point is, it feels almost like it's a big return for you. You're entering into a major new overarching cycle in your life that involves self-acceptance, because the Five of Wands upright can be like a little bit of conflict. The way it feels here for you can be a little bit of like conflict with yourself, with accepting yourself. 52, okay? So you're coming into a place where it's time for radical self-acceptance. I mean, it's always time for that, guys, right? It's always time for that, but this is really its time. Like you don't have a choice in the matter anymore. There's no more lessons for you. It's time to get it. Self-acceptance, self-love, and now you're going to move forward, and there's this beautiful connection coming in that's going to help you do that in a beautiful way. But in order for that to happen, you've got to prepare for it. So start nesting, start preparing. Don't look at yourself as, I'm 52 and I'm in a situation where I'm taking care of this person, whoever it is, whether it's a mother, whether it's a patient, it doesn't matter. This is for you, but everyone also. Look at the place you're in right now, guys, and Tina, as an opportunity and a preparation for the next phase. And for you, it most certainly is, okay? So that's where you're at. You're in preparation for something really beautiful. Hey, Michael Maz, nice to see you. Cecilia, I'm glad you're here. Actually, Cecilia, you came in just in time because it's your turn. Right now. Right now, girl, right now. So that's what I have for you, Tina. Cecilia, go ahead and throw up your question, babe. Suddenly Seymour. I was listening to, did you guys see about a couple years ago, I don't know if anyone actually saw it live, but does anyone remember when Jake Gyllenhaal did the Little Shop of Horrors readings in New York with Ellen Green, the woman the Broadway star who actually played, oh God, what was her name? In the movie, they were the couple, Seymour and not Audrey. I can't think of it right now. But the song Suddenly Seymour, I love that song, and I love how she's got that awful voice and like she just sounds so ridiculous. And then when she belts it out, Suddenly Seymour, she like finds her voice. It's so beautiful. That's such a great song and such a great I know. Don't you, Michael? Of course, the gay guys, we all love it. But it's like she talks like this, and then she's like, "Suddenly Seymour." She just like belts it out. Such a good moment. So lovely. Did anybody else grow up in the 80s? Like, it was a movie too. It wasn't just a Broadway show. But Ellen Green was in the movie too. No, I don't think I have that many people on here right now. There hasn't been many people in tonight. Let me see. So we've got Cecilia, Joy, Valerie, Joan, Shirley, Malia, and Colleen. That's what we've got so far. I'm adding Malia and Colleen tonight. So I can probably take like one or two more after that. Suddenly Seymour. Okay, Michelle remembers. Malia remembers. Valerie remembers. Hey, Ann, nice to see you. Okay, Cecilia wants to know, he will be gone now for 1 year next month. Okay, I missed the first part. I want to see if there is anything baby Chris has for me. Okay. I remember that. I was married in the 80s. I just remember when the movie came out. I think it was based on a Alfred Hitchcock episode or something. I don't know. Does anyone know the story of Little Shop of Horrors? There was, the original was a black and white, either a movie or I don't know. It's kind of a dark situation. Oh, very good. Thank you. Readings with Diana Joy. I have to find another deck real quick, Cecilia. Hold on. Cecilia, did you notice anything changing in the feeling of his presence or anything around? I think we talked about this shortly after Chris had passed, around the 6-month mark. Did you notice anything? I think I mentioned that to you at the time, that you might notice something more tangible at that point in time. There it is. Suddenly Seymour standing beside me. You don't give me orders. The Wheel of Fortune card. Okay. Yeah, February, and I didn't feel like February specifically, but I remember the reason I said February is because typically when a soul passes over, and I learned this through my own experience, not as being a reader. I learned because I had an experience where someone felt like they were kind of haunting me, actually, years ago at a condo that I purchased and lived in the early 2010s. And it was a friend of mine who had died, and it started like 6 months after her death. And so I started researching, and a lot of psychic mediums say that the dead typically can't come through until around 6 months after they pass, and that's when you start to really see a lot of people connect and start to have experiences around the 6-month mark. So that's why I said you might want to look for that around February, but it doesn't necessarily happen for everyone, and I think it's kind of a good thing when it doesn't happen. A lot of times when you do have those experiences, and this doesn't go for everyone, but a lot of times it's because the soul has something they need to finish or that's left undone. And I think for such a young soul like Chris, it was more that the soul was at peace, but there's probably new life to come in, ready to come in another life and do things, but probably not so much left undone here or to feel bad about. But I would have expected maybe for you to see certain signs and stuff, so that doesn't surprise me. I don't know what the cardinal thing is, but that sounds very special. Oh, wow. So the card that comes out from the Talking to Heaven deck, it is beautiful where I am. So that explains a lot about why you wouldn't be experiencing a lot of interaction because it's beautiful where he is. It is beautiful where I am, and also I am surrounded by loving animals. You do have some interesting things here. At the 1 year mark, you have the Wheel of Fortune coming in for you. I don't think this is about Christopher, but more about you, Cecilia. Maybe Christopher's energy wants you to know this, but that Wheel of Fortune feels strong. There is psychic energy attached to this, but it's really about, for you, it's a strong feeling of moving forward. You have someone coming in towards you with the Knight of Cups energy. So this emotional flow energy, someone who really appreciates your uniquely who you are and has a lot to offer you. And you have just, again, with the Wheel of Fortune and then this Ace of Fire or Ace of Wands, like a new beginning, sort of a new soul birth for you. And attached to it, Cecilia, is the Nine of Cups. So I get the sense that Christopher's wish for you, because the Nine of Cups is kind of a wish card. Or when you see the Nine of Cups, it could be sort of an opportunity to make a wish. Your wish can come true, like that type of thing. And beside that, with these three things, it's almost like Christopher's wish for you is for a new cycle of sort of connectedness and happiness and possibility, rebirth, sort of a soul rebirth, and feeling passionate and happy, and some new love potentially coming in for you. So those are really interesting cards in the way they came out, but I really love these two Talking to Heaven cards that came out. It's beautiful where I am, and I'm surrounded by loving animals. I mean, God, that sounds like heaven to me. I love animals, so that sounds like heaven to me, for sure. All right, I wish you the best. I love that Ace of Wands, too. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the Millennium deck. It's really pretty, right? Fire. That's fire. I love it. But he obviously wants that for you, Cecilia. He's happy for you, and he wants you to be happy. He's wishing all these beautiful things in your life, and they're coming into pass. They have come to pass. So that's a good thing. I think you need to not let the guilt get the better of you, because you're meant to be happy, and he's obviously very happy too. So I love that, because that we're sitting. That really gave me a little bit of a goosebump feeling, because we're sitting here talking about why he maybe hasn't come through, and this card comes out. And it's like that's such a perfect explanation for why he wouldn't be. What I was just saying, maybe it's better when someone isn't coming through. Well, yeah, obviously, it's beautiful where I am. Well, it's like maybe he can send a postcard, but you're just gonna get a postcard from paradise. That's about it, you know. So that's nice, and I think that's great that you're feeling happy. All right, so good luck, Cecilia. Bless you. Bless. So next is Joy. I didn't see Joy. Is Joy here? Good. Joy, where are you at? Is Joy B here? I'm gonna circle that one. So let's just move past Joy, because I haven't seen her in the chat. If she comes in, we'll come back. We'll come back to you, Joy. If you hear this, put your question in. If not, next I'm gonna move to Valerie. For losers like I've been, it's so hard to change. Suddenly see more standing beside me. Wondering what's up with my Aries. Okay. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome. That Broadway vibe tonight. Show Valerie her Aries. What's going on? That put me in a good mood when my boyfriend popped in as soon as I came live, and I didn't think he was going to be able to, so he got to for a second before he went home with his night. So that was nice. That made me happy. Made me want to sing Broadway tunes. So wow. The Aries, Valerie, is moving into a new. Wait, you know what? Let me see one thing. The Aries is moving into a new chapter in his life. I see that he's really trying to move away from I don't know if it was a relationship or a situation that was a little bit hectic or stressful or rough, like emotionally trying, because he's got the Six of Swords. You know, the Six of Swords, to me, generally the Six of Swords is movement. It's movement, it's flow, and it's moving from a place of hostility or stormy, rocky weather into a place of smooth sailing. This is a little different. This Six of Swords for me feels much more about balance. It's about finding balance, and it's also about the clearing, like a channel clearing. So something that was maybe blocked or clogged or unclear because of certain situations in his life has now cleared. He's got the Ten of Cups on his horizon, he's got the Fool energy, and then the Six of Cups. So these three cards tell a story here. The Ten of Cups is happiness. So this person's moving toward happiness, moving toward a fulfilling relationship, a fulfilling family situation. That's on their horizon. They're just now at the beginning of whatever's taking them to this, because in their foundation and where they're at, the major arcana card comes out and it's the Fool. So you know that's the beginning. That's the zero. Nothing's happened yet. In other words, this hasn't manifested yet. It hasn't even begun to manifest. He's right at the go. He's right at go. So he's got to roll the dice and then go before this can start to manifest. But the universe is saying that's going to manifest because that's what's in this person's mind right now. Their mindset is Ten of Cups. They want to move toward that. And then beside that, you also have that Six of Cups, which is you, I believe. It's you, and it comes out pretty clear. That's the connection with you and that past energy. So this is present, this is future, and then this is past. But the past is present because why? The past is prologue. The past is what's leading to the future. The past is the thing that's the prologue of the story that's leading to this future. And so that's kind of where this person's at. This person's trying very hard with the Nine of Swords there in reverse to not overthink. This person's aware of overthinking, getting in the way and stopping good things from coming in. They're aware of it and they're trying very hard to get out of that loop, out of that cycle. But yeah, I like the Fool energy being here. The biggest problem this person's got to do is there's got to get organized. They've got to get organized and make some really firm, God, it is freezing in here, you guys. They've got to get organized and they've got to make some firm choices, hard choices, right? Soul-changing choices. But they've got to do it, right? They've got to do that. But I feel with the Ten of Cups in the horizon, the Six of Cups informing the present situation, that this person is on that path now toward and ready to move toward some sort of real happiness and flow, emotional connectedness and flow. I don't really, I've never understood why he used to accuse me of that all the time. Well, a lot of times it's a mutual thing. It's not one side or the other doing it. I've never understood why the Fool here is dressed the way he is and what this means. I've never taken the time to read about it or look it up if this is a superhero or if it's some mythological character or what. But I do know the energy that I always pick up from this is like feeling empowered, feeling really ready to do something, and almost an energy that could be a little bit dangerous because it's not so organized. You know, power is best wielded when it's you know, kind of handled with care and also like extreme focus. This feels a little unfocused. So the only thing I would say is I don't know if this person's very good at follow through, and they need to practice that. I can see, as good as these cards look, the big lesson that every go around there's a lesson, and this go around this person's lesson is probably going to be about you know, thinking before you act and really taking the time to plan instead of just haphazardly doing things. It seems like that lesson hasn't quite gotten to this person yet. So I do see that as a possible, not a negative, but just a thing. You know? Joan, Joni. Yeah, doesn't the traditional card have the Fool stepping off a cliff? Exactly. And that's about faith and saying, you know, God's going to catch you, but it also requires a lot of sort of carefree energy to take that step of faith in the first place, right? Joan, I'm going to move on to Joan. And Joan, I think I know what you wanted to ask, but just in case, will you put it up on the screen? I think, was it that you wanted to ask about a move to Florida? Janie, hi, does anyone know the list order? The list order is... Okay, Michael too. Okay, hold on, let me see what we've got. Okay, so Joan, Malia, Colleen, Michael, Michelle, Jane, and I'm going to close the list right there. Janie, you made it in last but certainly not least. Yes. All right, so am I moving to Florida? Will the Scorpio come also? All right, my dear. For some reason, when you guys refer to your partners or the people in your lives by their sign, I always think of it like, I don't know. Sometimes I know you don't mean it. Well, Joan, maybe you do mean it in sort of a snarky way. I don't know. Maybe you do mean it in a snarky. Will the Scorpio come with me? Because I used to do that. I'd be like, what about that split personality Gemini? You know, like just, you know, it is what it is. Hello, Capricorn. Elizabeth, are you a Capricorn? What's the future for Joan, the move, and the Scorpio? She's trying to move into Florida. I don't think the Scorpio's coming. Aww. Well, maybe. Listen. The only reason I said I don't think the Scorpio's coming is because this card came out for you. His head might be coming. His head could be coming with you, Joan. It looks like you're bringing his head along. Sorry. I know that's not funny. It's just so crazy to me. Right? Awesome, Elizabeth. That's awesome. Hey, Kim. Nice to see you. Ouch. Yeah, so Joan, you're definitely bringing a part of him with you. No, you're bringing a piece of him with you. A piece of him will always be with you. Sorry. Okay, so here's what I've got. I don't know if this person is coming with you, but I do think you're moving to Florida. Crazy as that may sound. She lives in New York at this time, and it's funny because Joan and I have become really good friends, and I always thought that I'd be in New York and we'd be hanging out in New York before she'd be here in Florida, but things don't always work out the way we plan, right? Like the saying goes, man plans, God laughs. And that's so true. You've got the Hierophant here, so, you know, I definitely think that there is movement happening. The Hierophant is such a strong card for me. We say, well, yeah, but it is a secret, though, in a way, because it's like, well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. It is a secret in the sense because you can know things, but also it never works out exactly like it looks. It's always a little different. And this does feel like, yeah, hey, Rebecca, I feel like you are definitely on that path and move, and it's destined, like fated. This is strong energy, right? Hierophant is strong, fated energy, right? But it also feels like there's going to be a lot of lessons on the way because you have the Five of Pentacles in your foundation, and that kind of is that feeling of being left out in the cold. And I think you may be engaging that feeling. Not that someone's putting you out in the cold, but you may be saying, you know what? I'm taking myself and putting myself out in the cold by choice. Because behind that, you have the Lover's card. So it almost feels like a walking away, a divine walking away, because you're trusting in what that process can do, maybe. I don't know. This is what this feels like. I've had a lot of people going through that type of energy right now where they're really standing in their power and they're not seeing the results yet because you don't see the results like that. It takes time, but standing in that power can really bring some beautiful things, right? You've got the Two of Wands, so there is a crossroads. There's a big time crossroads for you. The Nine of Swords, a lot of thought's going to go into this and you're going to have some sleepless nights too, but know that the Hierophant's here. Right? And the Hierophant is also not only here, but you're being guided to be the Queen of Swords. And look at look at the energy behind her. I mean, when you take on that Queen of Swords energy, don't go cutting anyone's head off and then blaming me, okay? I don't have bail money either. No, I'm just kidding. But like, when you embrace that Queen of Swords energy, Joan, it pays off. I mean, it's part of your destiny, I think. It's part of your destiny to stand up for yourself, put yourself first, and look at the power behind her that comes out when she steps into her power, she becomes empowered and the universe backs her. And that's when this can happen, all this beautiful movement forward. And I think that it's either the move to Florida or something equivalent that's going to feel that strong for you, and it's going to feel that powerful, and it's going to allow you to move forward in a really beautiful way. But you have to stand in your power. I have to hit the table for that. You have to stand in your power. Stand in your power. Do it. Just do it. Okay. Shirley H. I think Shirley H is next, Malia. I'm going to leave your question up. Actually, I don't know if she's in here. Shirley H, if you're here, put your question up. I'm going to go ahead and do yours, Malia, and then I'll come back to Shirley H. So Malia and then Shirley H, put yours up now, and I'll do yours next. Any guidance to help me navigate current messy waters at work? Feel targeted right now. Ooh, I'm frustrated with promotion setbacks, delays. Okay. Let's see. Is there a brand new love coming in soon? Okay, Shirley, yours will be next. You're welcome, Michelle. Thanks to your guidance. Thanks for or thanks to? Well, thanks to. What's the guidance for Malia at work and why is she feeling targeted? What can she do about it? If she is, what can she do? What's the reason? You know, if you're feeling targeted, it's probably because people see you as powerful. Whenever I have felt, I always try to remind myself of that. Like, even as sick as it's been when you get like some internet stalker or some person that wants to like try to ruin your life, they're still a fan. That's a fan. Because when I don't know you and you reach out to me from nowhere and I have not asked you to reach out to me and I don't know you, but you're putting energy toward me, whether it's positive, love, negative, hate, whatever energy you put toward me, when it's uninvited, that makes you either a fan or someone who is aware of my power. This person's, and the people that are targeting you are aware of your power, okay? They're aware of your power in some way. So yeah, I understand that feeling is yucky. Nobody likes to have people targeting them or making them feel, singled out or anything like that. We all like to sort of blend in sometimes. It's a lot easier to blend than to stand out, right? It feels much more comfortable to blend in. But some of us were not meant to blend in, and in your workplace, you were not meant to blend in. You're not ever going to blend in because you're probably smarter than 99.9% of the population, even in the medical field, even doctors. That's who you are as an individual. That's who you are as a soul. You've had experiences that none of them have had. Some of them are coming in here for the first time, right? So you've got this advantage from a soul perspective. You've got the 10 of Pentacles here. You've got the art card. So you're on this path of abundance. You're on this path of value, and all the pieces around you are reacting and responding to it. It's almost like when something, I was seeing like it looked like a chemistry experiment or something where all of the atoms are responding to something and they're like popping around it. Nothing would pop and explode if it wasn't for that one thing in the middle. And you're sort of that thing, you're that catalyst causing things around you to respond. That's not a bad thing though. It can be lonely and it can be uncomfortable, but you are doing that. You need to be aware of that, right? It is what it is. So what you need to do is kind of be thankful for it. I know that sounds crazy. Be thankful for the fact that you're not sure whether to laugh or cry, and be thankful for the fact that you're not sure, that you don't understand why all this energy that feels negative is coming towards you. But no, you've got the Six of Wands. That's victory, right? That's victory. That's you coming out on top. That's, at the end of the day, you getting acknowledged for being that powerful energy and entity. You've also got the Four of Wands, okay? There's a portal here. There's a pathway for you. It's good. You've got to be careful though. You've also got the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. So I think you may be being emotionally overwhelmed by this, and that's where it's going to be. That's your challenge, right? You've got your challenge right now is to I mean, look at this, Malia. This is really, literally your challenge. Your challenge is to get all of this, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. To get all of this, you have to be able to put up with this and be stronger than this, than the grief, the sadness. You have to be stronger than all the thoughts that go through your head, right? You have to be able to overcome those things. I know this is definitely despondent energy, but it's worth it. Look at the outcome card for you. You've got to embrace this path. Continue, and I know you have embraced your path, but it's still hard when you're in the thick of it and you're dealing with a lot of, antagonistic energy. You're stronger than all of that because your energy is coming from the higher vibrational place. I love that card too. Such a strong energy. You stay focused on the destination. Stay focused on where you're headed, and anyone who doesn't like it, just bless them. It's like the old pray, bless those who curse you and pray for those who persecute you, because they're the ones who are also getting lessons along the way. And it's really not about you for them. They'll figure that out. It'll work out, babe. Hey, Zainab, nice to see you. All right, I'm going to move back to Shirley H. Shirley H. Okay, is there a brand new love coming in soon? Shirley H wants to know, is there a brand new love coming in soon? Okay, Rebecca, I will get you added. Guys, no more though. I'm closing the list out. So after Rebecca, we are done. The list is now closed. Let that sun shine on the possibility and promise and look forward. Yeah, I agree. No, it's okay, Rebecca. I'm glad to do it. I'm glad to do it. Is there a new love coming in for Shirley? Yeah, Shirley, you're coming into a place that's good. You're moving out of that, whatever that past conflict was. I think that's ending. It's in reverse, and it also went in the trash, so probably ending. There was some conflict there. Let go of any conflict you're feeling now, conflicted energy about what you're worth, what you deserve, all of that stuff. Please try to let go of that energy, because you don't want to put up an unnecessary blockage to something beautiful by lowering your value or mentally not being worth what you're worth. Or if there's someone coming in for you, don't overthink it. Go with what you really feel in your heart, the good feelings, the feelings that draw you to a person. When you have those magnetic connections, when you have a connection to someone that's magnetic, where you can either feel really drawn to them or really repelled by them, trust the drawn in. The repelling is usually your wounds reacting, your triggers. So that's probably not a good reason to run. It's better to deal with the things that are drawing you in, and then deal with the feelings you're having as they come up. You do have the Devil card. That's why I bring this up. To me, the Devil card energy is a trick, right? I mean, it's a trick. It's like usually there. So that tells me, yeah, there's love coming in. You've got the 3 of Cups. You've got this beautiful sort of like union energy, this coming together energy, this celebratory energy that feels really good. But then the Devil creeps in, and that's when something happens. That person hurts you. You hurt them. Something's going to trigger a place in you that feels really bad, and suddenly you're going to be so angry that you're going to want to hurt that person that you love so much. But it's really coming from your wound. That's your wound being opened raw for you to see and for you to learn about. And it's not about that person. When the wound gets opened and you're hurting so bad, it's really not about the person that you love. It's about yourself, and you've got to deal with that and try to separate the two, because you'll lose people in your life that really would never want to hurt you and that you don't want to lose if you don't deal with that. Okay, I've been there, and like I know how this happens. And so be careful of this Devil energy, because it brings the 2 of Swords and it brings the 9 of Swords with it. Okay, but ultimately you've got the Ace of Swords, so you've got to come through that energy. 9 of Cups, okay, wish fulfillment. But it's all about learning how to move away from conflict and into the flow of your heart space. If you don't meditate, that's your advice today. Shirley, you've got to meditate. Nobody wants to meditate. A lot of people say they meditate and they don't. I'm someone who meditates about 60% of the time. And I am a huge believer in meditation, but it's just so, sometimes I want to go to the gym. I want to go do, I'm I'm Gemini rising. My energy wants to be doing, and I'm a Virgo sun. I'm always thinking. My energy doesn't feel comfortable getting out of my head. I like to be there. My head is a happy place to be because I can get things accomplished. But that you've got to meditate. If you can just get past those first 10 minutes, guys, the first 10 minutes and get the critical mind to be quiet, go sit in that chair in the corner, keep your hands to yourself, and set the timer. And for 10 minutes, let your critical mind go through all of its thoughts, and eventually it will get quiet. I promise. You will go into a meditative space, but you've got to sit there past the first few minutes of the critical mind and get past it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. And for you, it's pertinent. I mean, it's pertinent to your future. If you want new love to come in and all these things you're desiring, you've got to know how to manifest them. And really, manifestation starts from being able to meditate. Sit in your corner like a little kid, get past the critical mind. Think of when you're a little kid and you get put in the corner. The first few minutes are usually thinking about how much you hate the person who put you in the corner, doing things to annoy them. But eventually, you end up the kid ends up taking a nap or, playing a game. You will get to your creative heart space in a few moments. And that's what meditation is, guys. Okay, so that's what you've got to do here, Shirley. There's something beautiful coming in. It's going to reveal some wounds, though, and you're supposed to be moving out of conflict and into wholeness. So that's what I see for you. Next is Colleen. Colleen. We all need to meditate, Elizabeth. We all do. I do too. I used to make myself. I would say, okay, before I go to the gym, I have to at least do a 20-minute meditation, at least. And then I cut it to where it was like, because I really wanted to get to the gym one day, I was like, okay, well, I could do a 10-minute. And then it's like, before you know it, you're not even getting past the time of the critical mind thoughts to do the meditation. You have to do it. Everybody's time becomes so valuable when it's time to sit there and meditate. That's when your time, suddenly that time that you love to waste on Netflix, on the internet, on a YouTube rabbit hole, suddenly that time becomes so valuable when I'm telling people to meditate. Oh, now 20 minutes is valuable. I got it. It's funny. But I'm like that too. I'm not judging. I'm totally like that too. I get it. I totally get it. But God, you guys know when you take the time to do it, it's so worth it. So why not do it? I think a lot of us are scared of the peace that comes from meditation and the power too. It's like we actually secretly want the challenge of just being stuck in the 3D trudgery. It's weird. We secretly want that conflict. What's the outlook for Colleen's daughter? Reiki massage. Totally, Michael. I think we're addicted to it. I think that's our biggest addiction as humans. I know you're trying, Julene. Exactly. Thought rushes in. Thoughts do rush in. But it's Gemini. I mean, I'm Gemini rising and Virgo sun, so I'm just as bad, if not worse than you. But I'm just like that. Suddenly, when it's time to meditate, it's like, I don't have 20 minutes to waste. I got this to do and that to do and that to do. But if I wasn't thinking I needed to meditate, I could waste 20 minutes like that doing anything else. And it's not a waste. It's the worst part. It's not a waste. She's going to be fine, Colleen. She's got the Hierophant. Wow. The Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I don't know why you're worried. I don't know why you're worried. This is a person who is on a spiritual quest, man. You don't need to worry about this person. This is your daughter. Any time you spend worrying about your daughter right now, Colleen, is a waste of time because she is spiritually attuned and on a path. You don't need to worry about her. If you're worrying, I mean, that's sweet. You're her mother. You should worry. That's what mothers do. But this is not the person to worry about. She's going to always land on her feet and she's going to be fine. She's got spirit. She's connected. I mean, when somebody's got these cards, 2 major arcanas, a 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles. She's connected. She's going to be fine. Don't worry about her at all. I don't know what else to say. You don't even need to be worried about her. Take all that worry and put it into yourself, babe. Yeah, she's really strong. I mean, the Hierophant, I was saying this, the Hierophant is such a strong, she's on a destined path. I think if you try to even I wouldn't. This is someone looking at these cards. I wouldn't even try to manipulate anything to help her. I mean, of course, help your child if she needs help with anything, but don't try to step in and do. Let her do what she like. She's got this. I feel like she's got this. Wow. I think she is gonna have some struggles. There may be some struggles, but it's gonna be beautiful struggles. She's on a great path here. She does also have the Six of Swords, so I think I don't know what situation where she's. If she's living in the same city where you guys live now or where she's moving from, but this is actually going to be really good for her. It looks like she's moving from a place in her life where there's a lot of, not internal conflict, but she may have too much hectic energy around her, like people around her and stuff. And she's moving into a place where everything's going to be much more peaceful around her, and it's going to be so good for her. Yeah, this feels really strong and really good for her. She's moving into a place where her external environment is going to match her internal self, and it's going to be a really good vibrational match for her. And just know, the time for worrying about her has passed. She's going to be good. I wouldn't worry at all. Be thankful about what she's doing. Be thankful about where she's going. She's good. Like everything. I don't even know what to say. This period of learning is going to be really good for her too. That hermit energy, the hermit is sort of, whenever he goes into the cave, it's to learn, right? It's to learn and then bring it back out. And that's kind of where she is. The Hierophant, again, it's planted energy. Sri Ganesh. It's good. This is good. All good. She does have a little bit of broken heart energy that she's taking with her that's healing as she goes, and so that's also good. The Three of Swords was behind that in her foundation, so that's really good too. I don't see anything at all to worry about for her, so all is good. Yeah, I want you to go out and visit her as soon as you can too. Michael is next. Michael. Go visit your daughter. Suddenly Seymour standing beside me. Don't give me orders. He don't condescend. Thank you for taking my question. Simple one. What does Spirit want me to know right now? As always. You're welcome, Michael. Thank you. Oh, Colleen. Well, listen, like you said, though, she got some really good gifts from you also. And that's the good thing and to focus on. And, she's going to be just fine. And I think she's going to help you to heal even more by spending time with her out there in her world. Okay. And remember, when you go out there to visit her, go be in her world, right? Just come and be in her world for a little while, and it'll be great for you. What's the guidance for Michael at this time? What does Michael B need to know? Wow. Michael, you're right there. You are right there. Look at this. From Two of Swords to Four of Wands. You're going through a huge shift. Look at this, Michael. The Wheel of Fortune into the Hermit into the Ten of Cups. You've got shifting energy right now. I'm telling you, Michael, you're one of the, I don't think I've brought it up yet tonight. So I've gone however many people in and I haven't brought up Lionsgate. I'm doing good. Because I've been just obsessed with this Lionsgate energy, and you're the first person, Michael. I can feel the Lionsgate energy is going to be profound in your life. So, wow. Okay, I have to take a moment. I've literally got goosebumps. I just have to tell you, I've literally got goosebumps. So, the Lionsgate energy is going to be really profound for you. Okay. So, your energy has been a little blocked off recent past to maybe because of some hurts and stuff. You were hiding it very well. See what I see with this Two of Swords here? See the flower there in the center? It's almost like this person is like you wouldn't even know this person was blocked off from love. You wouldn't even know because this person does not show you that energy. Like a lot of people probably would think you're very open to love, but you're not. You're not really at all. You haven't been. You've actually been very hurt and closed off recently. Very closed off and hurt. almost in a place that you don't even know you're closed off, but you are. Um, and what I see here that's so beautiful is you've got this opportunity coming in, because the Wheel of Fortune just shifts everything, right? What's up goes down, up, everything's shifting, right? And you've got the Hermit's coming out of the cave, and there's the Ten of Cups. And then you've got the Four of Wands, right? That's the opposite side of the Two of Swords, is the Four of Wands. And those came out together like that. I really love this. It's a big shift for you. It's like a paradigm shift in your reality. You've got to, whatever this piece of you that's been so hurt that you've been hiding it from people, and you're not wanting to show just how bitter you may be feeling, or closed off your heart space maybe. You know, a lot of us who are very loving sometimes can become so hurt. And I learned in relationship, I thought, oh, I'm a good, kind person. You know, in my twin soul journey, I was always giving. And then I saw how easy it was for me to break people's hearts after that. It was very easy for me. I became very savage after that experience in the last year. I became very savage, very willing to just go on to the next, and oh, so sorry you're hurt, cry me a river. I really did. It became my attitude, and I can see that's almost kind of what's going on with you a little bit. I don't think you're expressing that to people, but that can become dangerous, because you can actually become almost sadistic in a way. Not like an evil person, but where it's almost like there's a sense of pleasure in the power you have from not really allowing anyone into that place. And be careful of that, because you're ready to move into something really beautiful and really open yourself up. And I did too. Like, you have to be patient and be open, and then the person will come along that will really meet you where you are and love you for who you are, right? Just love you, and you'll suddenly realize that that's someone that maybe you can't hurt so easily, and that'll be the moment. Oh, I can't. You know what? I can't hurt that person. I can't break that person's heart like I've been able to do to everyone else. And that's how you'll know that you're healing. But it's all there for you. The Ten of Cups is right on the other side of that wheel. So you're moving into this really exciting time. I do think it surrounds the Lionsgate portal for you. I really do. I haven't been indulging those sadistic feelings and moving forward. Yeah. I think that's good, but good things are coming for you for sure. I think you need to keep focusing your energy towards that Lionsgate portal and trying to... I would put the focus on not like on healing, but on what makes you happy. Like bring on happiness coming in. People, things, whatever makes you happy, just attract more, attracting that to you, right? Attracting that energy to yourself. That's sort of the key for you. Michelle. Okay, yep. Oh, good job, Michelle. You knew you were next. Joy, is Joy B here? Where is Joy B? I'd like a general reading, please, regarding my career, finance, and relationship with my children, or whatever messages, guidance you get. Thank you. Good luck, Michael. I think that Lionsgate's going to be a big time for pretty much all of us in small ways, some of us bigger ways. There's a lot happening with that energy, but for certain people, it's like I can just feel things happening, and it's like, it's probably for Michael, it's going to be very energetically healing, but he's going to feel it too. What's the guidance for Michelle? Ooh, okay, wow. You got a lot of majors coming out, Michelle. So for you, it's interesting. You're at a turning point here, but for you, it's kind of like, because you've got the Two of Wands, and then look at the major arcanas coming out. The Devil, Lust, and Death. These are all very strong cards, but to me it feels like okay, I didn't see that. So you've also got the Hermit here next to the Two of Wands. Your path is going to slow down for a moment. Remember how I was talking earlier about where it's like taking the art part, sort of representing the pictures of the paint hitting the canvas, those moments. That's what this feels like, the moment. So there's this opportunity where lust starts to feel dark. This feeling of attraction and interest and being drawn to someone and interested and wanting to be around someone can suddenly feel dark, like it's going to strike you. See, they got the snake with the, it's about to get her. And then the lion's about to like turn and bite the crap out of her. So there's all this weird energy. The devil, again, it's that sort of confusing energy. I know you said like family, work, career. Well, no, this is going right back to your love story. This is just, it is. So we have to do that. You've got the Eight of Pentacles here in your foundation. So you are going to be progressing in a kind of like orderly way. This is like taking steps, like moving up the ladder. So things are going to continue to improve in your life, but you're at this place where relationally, like things are just happening. It's important for you to take time out right now. The Hermit is telling you to do that, especially right beside the Two of Wands, because it's saying you have choices now to make, yes, but it's important for you to take time for yourself and make the right choices now, because actually what's coming for you in the very near future is the bigger choice. The what direction do I take choice, that's actually coming a little bit down the road. Right now, it's imperative. It's not really a choice right now. Right now, it's like you have to get off this merry-go-round. Because if you don't, then the choices that are coming aren't going to be left up to you. And you need to have those choices in your corner. Right now, you've got to get off this thing. The Death card is the final one that came out. It's time for a rebirth, a transformation, endings, new beginnings. And for you, it starts with breaking away from that devil energy, that toxicity, because you're in an addictive relationship right now. And you know what I'm talking about. You're in that addictive cycle with somebody and you're breaking it. You're doing what you have to do. You're making strong, empowered decisions, but it doesn't feel good. It may feel good for a moment, but then you're left kind of feeling sad and down and aching. And that's what withdrawal feels like. You're going through withdrawal, right? You understand that. Withdrawal sucks, and you're going through withdrawal. You're breaking an addiction and you're going to withdraw from the drug, right? And so you've got to go through that. And it's going to be tough and it's going to be painful, but it's going to lead you to the real crossroad, which is where the Hermit has to come out and be shining the light. You need the lamp to kind of shine the light and be able to see which way to go. Well, you're not going to have that light and be able to shine it unless you first go in that cave and take your time. And that's what you're doing right now. So it's time to rehab. This is your time to kind of rehab, and it's going to be painful. You're going to be so strongly tempted. Yeah, I'm sure. Definitely she's around. You're going to be so strongly tempted to break free and make a call to your dealer. I'm not talking about actual drugs or anything. This is a metaphor for her. You're going to be tempted to do that, but that's not going to work. That's going to be the worst thing, and you know it. So just really stay in this energy of healing. Maybe even going somewhere by yourself to get away for the day, drive to a beach somewhere, drive somewhere to like a nature trail, somewhere that you can be alone with the world, the earth, with nature, and nobody else, okay? You need to go into that cave and then come out of it with a new perspective. And it's going to take you some time. It's going to take literal 3D time to do that. You're still going to have a strong bubble around you, family, friends. You still do, and you will, even during the breaking away from this devil energy. So don't worry, like, you're going to be fine, but it is going to be a test. So be strong, be prepared. Janie, honey bunny Janie. Where are you at, Jane? Where's Jane? Jane with two N's, where are you? And then Rebecca. Suddenly Seymour. Where is Janie? Where is Janie? Okay, did Jane get tired and fall asleep? Jane. Rebecca, do you want to put your question up? I don't think Jane's in here. Oh, there she is. Jane, are you on a delay? Are you delayed from the current live moment? I'm sorry. Well, obviously it's in my head. I've been singing it all day. Sorry, I'm asking for my little sister's Jess. I don't know what you mean, Janie. You're asking a question for your little sister? Did you send it in the I got your back. Every now and then. You've actually been doing really good. I know you know that song, Valerie, if you've seen the movie. Remember when Seymour is the little Rick Moranis? He's like the shopkeeper and he has a crush on the Jersey girl. I don't know what to call her without being inappropriate. But she's like, I don't, you need, yeah. It's called Suddenly Seymour. Oh, general messages for Jess. Okay. General messages for Jess. There's someone good coming in for her that, as far as like a relationship or someone. Actually, that might be a friendship. Ooh, did she just end a relationship? What's going on here? We've got. She may have ended a relationship, but it's not over because she's got the eye on here. Yeah, it's a really good song. Let me just talk about Suddenly Seymour for a minute. The woman in the part of it that makes me think about it that I love so much is the woman, the role of the character in the film or in the Broadway show is she's like I don't even know she talks like Frenchie in Grease, you know, like a baby voice but also with a New York accent, and it sounds very annoying. And she always talks like that, and she like has very no self-respect. She wears too much makeup, and she dresses like a hoe. I mean, really, literally. And but Seymour, the little nerdy guy, loves her, and she goes from that conversational voice that's like very nasally and annoying, and she starts singing. And when she sings that part, Suddenly Seymour, she literally like belts it out, and you realize she has this like amazing voice. But it happens as it's like he empowered her. I don't know. It's just really cool. She found her voice. That's what it is. She found her voice. And it's just a really cool moment in the movie or in the play. And yeah, Seymour gives her a reason to hope. Yeah. Suddenly Seymour is standing beside me. He don't give me orders. She had a boyfriend that like beat her. She was abused by her boyfriend, the dentist. Doesn't nobody know what I'm talking about except Michael? Anyway. But Ellen Greene, who plays the role in the movie and on Broadway, I think she did for a long time. She also did like a revival of it with Jake Gyllenhaal playing Seymour. And that moment, you guys need to look it up. Look up Little Shop of Horrors, Jake Gyllenhaal, Ellen Greene. They did it like 2 years ago. But she's the woman that was in the movie, and she has that beautiful voice. They did a revival of it on Broadway recently. And it was so good. That part was so good where they sang Suddenly Seymour. Oh my God. Who plays the dentist in the movie? Oh, Steve Martin. Steve Martin played the dentist. It really is a good movie. Suddenly Seymour. She does a very exaggerated version of the voice moment in the revival with Jake Gyllenhaal. Ellen Greene does a much more exaggerated version where she like, you know, she's doing the bad voice, and then she literally like gets down on one knee and does her arms out and does the Suddenly Seymour. It's good. It's very, very dramatic. It's funny. Thank you, Amber. He was good. He was really good. All right, back to this. So, okay, this is a reading for Jane, sister, Jess. Something has recently come to an end for Jess. Something has recently feels like it died or feels like it hit the skids, but you've got the Ion card for her. So that's that resurrection energy, something rising up from the ashes, coming back to life, right? She's in this energy of feeling left out in the cold or feeling sort of excommunicated from someone's or some people's lives. It almost feels like a circle of friends pushing her out or something. This feels bad. I don't know if there was some kind of cheating or somebody did something with a friend. This feels like betrayal, okay? And it feels kind of rough. But there's also the Five of Swords here. It's the opportunity for the ego to take a nosedive. And in this case, it looks like the ego needed to take a nosedive. There's new energy coming in, though. The Ace of Wands is here, and then the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know if this is the same person from the past resurrecting because of this card, but something is resurrecting. This may be energetic, like belief, faith coming back, but there is someone coming in who's very stable and very stocky. This guy looks super fat to me. Sorry, I mean, I'm not trying to be physical about it, but this guy looks so stocky in this. To me, it's like looking like a really short, kind of heavy guy. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I don't know why that's standing out to me for some reason, but it's like, what's that about? It's like, I feel a strong energy, like somebody bulldozing in to sort of save the day or to rescue her or something like that. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but there's this new beginning energy that's going to come really strong. Something she thought was done is back. Oh, I totally agree, Michael. Michael is you're like the cutest, most adorable bear ever. But it's not just that. Like that's what I'm saying. It kind of reminds me of like the old Notre Dame running back. Who did he play for? For the Steelers, Jerome Bettis, the bus. Like it's just this energy of someone driving through everything to help. It may be her energy, but I feel like it's a masculine energy and it's someone coming back in. So I don't really know. There feels like a lot of betrayal in her life right now, a lot of sense of disappointment. And there's OMG Jason Seva. What? What is wrong? What is wrong, Janie? What is wrong? Michael, you're so funny. This is too funny. Why is this funny? You're a real one. What did I do? What did I say? Anyway, if you're telling her to like forget this person, if you're telling her to forget this person or whatever this is about, there's something is not done. Something's coming back alive. She's going to be fine. This isn't even a big thing. Like this doesn't feel like it should even be like a big tragedy because nothing actually came to an end. The guy seems fat to me. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know that can be offensive and I didn't mean it that way. It's so weird though. I know when I'm looking at a card and something looks distorted that there's a reason that it's looking distorted to me, like spirit's trying to show me something. And the guy on the horse in the Knight of Pentacles, he didn't look like a Knight of Pentacles. He suddenly looked like super short and like he looked like a little like bulldozer guy. He looked totally different. So I know there was a reason they wanted me to say that to Jane or to her sister about some guy that's like 5'2", like a little linebacker or like a little bulldozer. I don't know. There was a reason I was shown that. So whatever. So anyway, for anyone that offended, I apologize. I didn't mean it to sound offensive or to be offensive. It was just, that's what came through. So there you have it. I'm going to stop on this one because it feels very, very random. We can do more privately, Jane, if you want. Yeah, so the guidance is, the guidance is, nothing is as bad as it seems right now. Nothing is really fully done. Something is coming back around. If you're feeling left out in the cold by something or like you've been, it feels like an entire group of people have ostracized. I don't know what this is. There's been like it feels like a betrayal. Let's leave it at that. What I would say is there's good things coming. There's a reawakening coming and a sort of with the Ace of Wands, a newfound energy of hope and excitement. Focus on that solitary fire within you and not whatever this person took or brought or the betrayal that happened. Focus on those things. There's still, I don't feel like anything's actually gone. So there's not actually an ending here. It's an apparent ending, but it's actually something coming in really strong. Hi, Catherine Smith. Welcome. I'm sorry. Janie. Poor Jane. I love you, Jane. Okay, Rebecca's next. Rebecca, let's do this, girl. How are you doing, Rebecca? Is Rebecca here? Where's Rebecca? Rebecca. Where is Rebecca? I think Rebecca fell asleep probably because these have been going long tonight. What flavor vape? This is, I don't even know what I put in there. Oh. Hold on. Lemon? Kind of lemon, maybe? There she is. Banana ice. That sounds good. I like banana. It is my turn. I'm sorry, but I have my sound off. Yes, it's your turn. It's your turn, Rebecca. I don't even know what to ask at this point. Just some guidance about what's going on. Okay. Will path A be worth it? Will I be in this alone? Okay. I understand, my friend. I understand. I got a vape, LOL. No, mine really is a vape. It's not like it's not like marijuana oil or anything. I don't do drugs. It's just, I mean, well, nicotine. Nicotine. It has a little nicotine in there. Just a little hint. But I don't even, is marijuana still considered a drug? I guess it is. Remember this, Rebecca. Rebecca, remember this. Lots of tests, and we talked about this when we did we talked about this, Rebecca, when we did your reading the other day. Lots of tests, okay? Um, yeah, well, right, it is a plant. That's right, it's a plant. So, but cocaine is a plant, right? No, cocaine is derived from a plant. Marijuana literally is a plant. Heroin is derived from a plant. Marijuana literally is a plant. It's usually got some weird stuff sprayed on it, though, I'm afraid, these days. Okay, so, yeah, Rebecca, you've got the star card here. You've got the star card here. There's an utter transformation in your life. And I know that the test is going to come in, Rebecca, because look, I don't know if you were here when I've talked about this recently. The thing about this star, she's looking in that cup. Where's the water? Like, where's the flow? Where is the flow? It's not flowing for me. And it's not there. Well, and this kind of goes to, I want to say something, Rebecca. Here's the thing, and I think you kind of feel this way about certain things here that I won't get into too much, but I feel like marijuana is not a bad thing necessarily. It has its uses, right? But I feel I've used up my right to chemical peace of mind. As someone who was a raging addict, I have used up the right to use a chemical to take me out of the way I feel. I don't have that right. I've used that right up, and now I have to deal with the consequences of my actions, whatever they may be, and follow them through. I kind of think that's where you're at in life too. We're at a place where what was an option for you may not be an option for me anymore because of where I'm at in life, right? And so that's the reason I mentioned that, what they're talking about in the chat, is because it kind of seems to apply to this reading for you. Yeah, you're knowing that you're going to have some struggles here. Like you're going to be looking in that cup going, hello, where's the support and the love here? Like, I'm feeling a lot going on here. But it's still going to be worth it because you've got the Chariot card here. You've got this huge forward movement and this beautiful path, and it's going to be worth it. It's going to be good. But yeah, no, I feel that. I feel you guys. It is a plant, and marijuana has great uses, and it's a good plant, and it's a good thing, and it's can be very healing. And I used to love to use marijuana like everything and anything else, but for me, I think alcohol is okay too. I think a lot of things are okay. I think all drugs should be legal. I think they're a matter of personal choice. For me, I've just used up my choice. I've used up the right to the choice. So I just stick with water most of the time. This is beautiful, Rebecca. It is going to be a struggle. It's going to be painful, and it is going to be difficult, right? It's going to be difficult, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be painful, Ten of Swords, and it's going to be beautiful, Ten of Cups, right? It's going to be straddling the fence between the light and the darkness. You're going to be straddling, right? Before you get to that place where you feel really good about things, you're going to be kind of in a doing a tightrope walk. And that's okay if you know that. You do have this Knight of Swords coming in that's going to make it, I think, worth it. A really strong energy here, very sort of interesting energy. And you're never alone. You're never alone at all. You've got lots of friends here supporting you, whatever you decide to do, whoever you decide to have in your life or not have in your life, etc. So I think Path A will absolutely be worth whatever Path A revolves around. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. We've been on for 83 minutes and 50 seconds. That's kind of a long time. Actually, that's not too bad. What's that, about an hour and a half almost? Not too bad. You guys, so let me just tell you guys real quick. I'm not going to sing that song one more time. So for the rest of the week, for today, tomorrow, and Friday, if you want to get a special, it's 2 for 1 or half price, whichever you want. You can't have both. You can't have both. Like, you can't pay half price for a 30-minute reading and get a free 30-minute follow-up. No, that's not what we're doing. We're doing one or the other. You can either do 2 for 1, where you pay full price and you get 2 for the price of 1, or you can pay half price for the 1. Okay? That's it. That's it. So like if you get a 30-minute half price, you just get the 30-minute half price. But if you pay full price for the 30-minute, you get 2 30-minutes. And that's from now until the end of Friday. That means Friday at midnight. All right? All right. It's freezing in here, you guys. I've got to go turn the AC down. Love you guys. Have a good night. Namaste.